All right, I want to begin this lecture. First of all, I want to thank you all for coming. I appreciate your presence. Once again, I want to thank you all for coming and attending this divine meeting and this divine engagement. It's going to be a meeting of the masterminds. This is going to be a real conscious engagement tonight as we entertain the cosmic sphere mentally and begin to situate ourselves in our own knowing so that I can be a channel here to deliver this information from the ancestors, and from the black God, the higher self in us and through us and all of us. So that's the whole basis of the source of this information tonight. Tonight I want to deliberate on a few subjects that I engaged in last week, just sitting talking to people and from a few people from YouTube calling me, asking me questions about different things because they've been actually looking at the videos and watching them, and they've been asking me information to further create dialogue and create an understanding about what we're really about. And for those of you all who don't know, you can go to our video, find our videos and watch them at www.youtube.com/KingNoble9. That's my YouTube channel. So you can go to that YouTube space and see most of our videos. The current ones, all the older ones are up there. New ones are being put up there every day. We're constantly designing it so that people can see those videos everywhere, and at any time they have access to that information. You can go to a public library or, use somebody else's internet or somebody else's space and go in there, or your own computer or whatever, and you can just watch those DVDs right there on the internet. So it makes it a lot more convenient. And once again, that's www.KingNoble.youtube.com/KingNoble9. Go check those videos out and watch them and comment with us and link up. Send us some questions or messages and link up with what we're doing. Give us your insight and, lock yourself into this nation. So I want to respond to some of the things that people said who watched the videos on the YouTube and some other titles and subject matters that I entered into last week. The first subject matter is perfection beyond ego. This is very, very important to nation building, because in this society we have become more egotistical than any place in the world. We have developed an ego that is not beneficial to us as individuals or as a community. And that ego needs to be unraveled. And it needs to be challenged so that we can develop our consciousness on a higher level. And I'll just give you an example. First of all, the ego of roles. Meaning that they want us to say we have a career. Well, this is what I do. I'm a lawyer. I'm a cook. I sew. I'm a healer. I'm the person with the mop. This sense of validation by what we do, and try to create a consistent self from doing and not being. That means we want to create a self out of what we do consistently. And when we do something that is not in alignment with the self that was developed by that consistent action, then we feel like there's a contradiction. So we have this constant internal conflict and internal struggle to define ourselves by what we do. This is not natural to us. But this is a problem for individual development and for community development. And once we can transcend that, we become more independent as individuals. We become more independent as individuals. And by becoming more stronger and independent as individuals, then we become the potential for a stronger group, a stronger connection, and stronger relationships with the individuals that we attract. Let me give you an example. We are looking for people to play roles and positions. I'm the child care provider. I'm the cook. Everybody's trying to find a role of a consistent self to play. And this is our problem. Because once we master ourselves, we can play any and every role efficiently based upon what is necessary for the development of what we are engaging in, for the development of the group or the development of the individuals. Any of us can play any role efficiently and to the highest efficiency. But if we got that ego problem, it's going to be kind of hard to do that, because we say, well, I'm the cook, or I'm the dishwasher, or I'm the construction worker, I'm the carpenter, I'm the artist. But once we begin to perfect ourselves, we become perfect at everything that we do. Everything that we approach or choose to engage in, we begin to engage it perfectly. We begin to access information quickly, because we've got around our ego of what we can do and what we're able to do. Now, until we tap this ability, it's going to be challenging to have a nation, because there's many people who can do things that we think that are efficient, but they are not nationalistic, and they're interested in capitalistic, completely self-profiting agendas in exchange for those services that they provide for us. Hold on one second. Peace. What's going on? Okay. That's real. It's in divine order. I think the sister's going to be here to maybe Wednesday. Not per se. No. I still want to handle that for you though. Yeah. Definitely. So what I'll do is just hit you in the AM. You too. Peace. So now this limits us. This way that we perceive ourselves, of what we're able to do and what we're supposed to do, because we're just supposed to do this or that. It's not my job to do this or that. I mean, on how the ego, because by the ego trying to validate itself in such a singular manner, we are not developing ourselves wholly as we could. So we got this mindset that other people are supposed to do these things. Y'all don't hear me. And we're waiting on these other people to show up to do these things. And then we get caught into a lot of organizational conversations with people who can do things, but the basis of it is that they don't agree with the basis of they're not devoted to what needs to be done. They want to exploit their skills and capabilities. That's why they learned them, so that they could pimp themselves in the world market. They didn't have any real loyalty or devotion to the art or to the way of doing and being. They was not interested in that. They learned everything that they learned and every skill that they have so that they could exploit themselves and make money off of it. They didn't want to use what they had to hire good. They wanted to use it for the purpose of profiting and making money, because that's how they validated their worth. Their value and their self-worth is in how much money that they can generate. So when we say, well, you can do this and help us with that for nation building, they'll say, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll be willing to help you, but you got to remember, I'm about getting that money. You all about helping people and expanding an independent, autonomous, and sovereign nation. Expanding a community. Expanding a consciousness in the community. That is the root and essence of what we're doing. But they have learned their skills and trades within the European institutions for the purpose of making money. Everything that I have learned has been for the greater good of our people. Every skill that I have picked up is all being utilized to help the community. And I'm constantly choosing to learn skills and learn abilities and keep growing and elevating. What we got to see is our education in the end. It did not end with school. And our new education is not going to begin with the return in school. Our new education is when we begin to look at what needs to be done and begin to develop our minds. And first opening our minds. Because once we open our minds, then the knowledge will begin to pour into us. The skills that we didn't even know we have, what we didn't even know we could do, will begin to unveil itself to us. So we must first become open. Open to the fact that we can do that which is beyond how our ego has identified itself. Our ego says, I'm a cook, I'm a this, I'm a that. That's all I can do. I guess I need other people. I guess we need 100 people to do what we need to do. Because this is all that I can do. And I began to ask, well, who is that I? And how wide and how vast is that I? Because we're saying this is what I can do. So let's measure I then and see what the limits. Y'all feel the point I'm making? Peace. Make it plain. Make it plain. You know what? Tomorrow is Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. Is that correct? It's one of so the place that I need to go will not be open tomorrow. So we're gonna have to reschedule because I'm gonna need to get the new information, the new list. Yeah, so and that would probably either have to happen Tuesday, or at her next available date, we can get it Tuesday and see if she's available next weekend. Yeah, what's on your plate? Oh, okay. Yeah, we at the meeting now. We've started the meeting. Yeah. On 65th and Vernon. Yeah. Alright. Peace. Yeah, he didn't know we had a meeting every Sunday. If this building fell down, we would stack the bricks up together.
Hell yeah.
We would lean these pillars together. You see the one I'm making? And have this meeting. Literally. If we had to run the heaters directly from the wire outside. See, this is how determined we have to be. Because we don't realize what's stopping us is our lack of determination. That's it. Mm-hmm. We're as powerful as our determination. When our determination stops, that's the end of whatever we thought we could do. But if we're determined, we will find a way. We'll be open-minded enough to get past them little situations of what can't happen. Or what looks like we didn't calculate it. Now we stuck. We didn't calculate this or that happening. But then we, like the brother said earlier, we tap that unexhaustible creativity. And begin to create and find a way where there was no way. Because that's how we created the universe. As the original black man and woman. There was no way that existed. And out of triple darkness, we created every way that is known to man. And we are the authors of all civilization, all culture. And it was one being, one man, that authored all of that. And he didn't have no books or no libraries. Follow me. The original man didn't have no books, libraries, or internet, computers, cell phones. He didn't have none of that, no MapQuest. He didn't have any of these things. But he went within himself and accessed all divine knowledge that was in himself. The potential for all to be was in his consciousness. The potential for every thought that could ever exist was in his mind. Y'all don't follow me? They say in holographic universe, when they study holograms, how they manifest themselves, they say the brain is like a hologram. It can only see what it projects. It can't see anything other than what it projects. That means for you to see something, there already has to be a template in your mind.